6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, Paul, it's a great day for racing and a great day for pinball.
Okay, so we are in the semi-finals. Okay.
And we're going to be following the match between two young gentlemen, Paul Englert and Jason Zahler.
So following that group here.
Yep.
Okay, so you've got another final here. Yeah. This is a world-class final quality game.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. And you're guaranteed to have another final world-class quality game here, no matter who wins.
Correct.
Yeah. So you've got something like 3-4 hours of absolutely awesome pinball to come. So don't go away. We've got hundreds and hundreds of people watching this stream. Really, really appreciate the support. I'm going to disappear. I need to go and help Dina to get the match play side sorted. So I'll see you back very soon. I'll leave you in the hands of these very, very capable people.
Thanks, Jim, for the update.
Okay.
And thank you, Soiree Flip, for the gift subs.
Yeah, thank you.
10 gift subs from Soiree Flip.
Oh, thank you very much, Soiree. That's the French guys, of course.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Bonjour, bonjour.
All right, so actually in both of these games we have European and American, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yep. Indeed. So Paul from Germany, Jason from the United States, and then Escher from the US, and Roy Wills from the Netherlands.
Yep. Yeah. Excellent.
And then in the 5th through 8th match, looks like, I guess they played 3 games all in a 4-player group.
We can double check, but I just would have thought that, like for the first round, if they're not there for the first round, and do all the first rounds have to have been finished before the second round goes ahead? Or
Yeah.
I think so. So I'm tapping on it now. So yeah, it hasn't started yet. Yeah, it has 148 players.
But we do have this game started.
Oh, here we are in Aerosmith, and I guess Jason was the higher seed because he picked first.
So they went by seed. They went by rank. Where they came. So they were both qualified first, both on 13 points. So they went by IFPA rank, which went by Jason and unlucky. Now pulls up Battle of the Continents, Battle of the best younger players.
Yeah, exactly.
Say it like that, eh?
How old is
So, from my knowledge,
Jason is 19, I believe. I believe he just finished his first year at university.
and Paul is, I want to say 16. I think 16. I know that he was older than me,
I did
so
the wrong
think
order.
he is
I did the wrong
16.
order.
16.
So, Aerosmith, I do not know how to play this at all, so I'm relying on you to.
So, locks and modes.
Yeah, this guy right here. You want to keep bashing him, and that lights your locks, and you can see the progress in these green lights here. And then
Ones that are not flashing.
the light's locked there, and so shoot it into here. Oftentimes you'll even get lucky bounces into there. And then eventually you can choose, after 3 locks, you can choose whether to start your multi-ball or whether to defer it and continue building. And you get more balls in play and more points per jackpot when you have... And it looks like it's gone quiet out there, so I wonder... Are they doing announcements out in the corner? Okay, I'll stay here. I don't need to hear the announcements. I know how these things work. Yeah. So I'll stay with you for a bit longer. Are you playing in the you're not playing. Are you playing in the Olympics time?
No.
Okay. Well, so I'll leave you in their capable hands here in just a few moments, but we'll stay here until I start seeing people flooding back in.
Yep. So he has lock lit.
As soon as you pick a mode, he hasn't got a mode on yet.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, his mode must have timed out, and there's his lock. So now let's see if he chooses. He's going to defer. So generally, the strategy is if you're in ball 1 or ball 2, especially ball 1, go ahead and defer it. And now he's getting his 5th, and now he wants to defer again because he's in ball 1, no real risk. And he now wants to do the usual thing in modern pinball: start the mode and then stack on the multi-ball.
And what did you say about the modes? You start them how?
The left scoop. So it's not too dissimilar of some playfield design and elements. It's the same designer as John Borg. And so you shoot the scoop just like you did there, and now he can choose any of the modes here that you can see the songs from Aerosmith. Sweet Emotion is a great mode with multi-ball because there's lots of shots that are lit.
And there we go.
Wow. Really fantastic precision there, because that's not an easy shot to hit, that lock shot. It's quite vexing.
Multi-ball!
He's got 6 ball.
Yep, 6-ball multi-ball with a generous ball save, and if you can keep hitting jackpot shots, it will also it will occupy the CPU in the code, and your ball save will never go away. So if you can keep spamming shots and hitting shots and keeping this occupied, now it finally did go away. So you can see now these balls won't come back, but you can get into this kind of nice fugue state of, never-ending ball save.
Do you hope 4 is a good score on this one?
Yeah, I think you're going to need to score at least 100 million. Paul may be actually close to 100 million already. He's probably around 80, I'm guessing, right about now. He's already 188. Good grief. Oh, it's because he had 3x going. So during the multi-ball, similar to group multi-ball, you can pound the toy box and then lock a ball, and that will give you 2x for a time period. You can do it again for 3x. And so that's where he got all his points. He had 3x with some supers. He 3x'd his extra ball, which is big points. And so Paul is showing us how to play Aerosmith. Really phenomenal first ball here at 200 million.
And it was not his pick as well.
That's correct. Well, Zahler in the last round, I believe, put up over 300. So this score is certainly catchable for the young
two
Jason.
There we go, super check ball.
He has looped the multi-ball, I believe. No, it's flashing. So if he completes the multi-ball, this Toys in the Attic insert will go solid to signify. And I think that double super, yep, now it's solid. So now you can see it's solid. He did a 32 double super jackpot, and he's still playing, folks. This is insane. The quality of play here is incredible. Oh, and that was just millimeter perfect there to know that ball was just going to have enough momentum to get off the tip of the flipper and make it over to the left. So thus ends the multi-ball, but not before he puts up 344 on ball 1.
I do wonder how much of an advantage it is for players like Paul, who played at Bulls&Balls quite often. Obviously compared to the Americans, who would be the first time, and Paul would probably have played this one and many of the other machines in tournaments before.
It certainly does. It certainly does help. But I mean, Jason's already been playing it this weekend, so it's not like he's unfamiliar with it. I'm gonna go check to see if I've been assigned a match. In fact, I'm just gonna hand it over here, so you can go ahead and have a nice little comfortable seat, Tyler.
It's the comfy main seat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cheers to everybody out there in Twitch land.
Thanks very much, Colin.
Enjoyed commentating.
Good luck in the Olympics.
Thank you.
Oh, this is so comfy.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm back to a lovely piece of pinball action.
Yeah, I keep yawning. How I can be yawning in pinball.
To be honest, we've
I'm
been
just-
playing the European Pinball Championship for the last 4 days.
been
And we're now watching like really long games on these stern pins, so I can't blame you. I just had a drink of a Mixo Mix, so that's a Fanta and Coca-Cola kind of mixed. It's called Mixo Mix. It's something in Germany and Europe area. And that's keeping me awake at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, he's got 9x bonus. Oh, really well done.
What's he going to finish on?
Right now we should hear
Nice
around
when you hit the,
things.
Yeah, in a couple of seconds from there. It's nice when your opponent acknowledges that you've had a good ball like that. yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking that as well.
It's
Fanta
like, but the
makes it really
Fanta
good.
isn't that strong, put it that way. Paul and Jason have both been on fire all weekend. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens. And saying that, Paul's been winning his games in a good manner, you know, I don't think he has had any time that he has to go to the 7th game, which means going into a 3 wins, 3 losses situation. But Jason, in the last 2 rounds, he's really just been dominant. I think he actually last round took a 4-0 win. He gets another lock. 4 toys locked.
What do the rollovers do on the end lanes?
Someone say that, please.
That was a good nudge.
So he gets a mode started. He's gonna go for a sweet emotion because everything's lit. Yep, free lock. That was a free lock.
Bonus X, thank you.
End lanes at bonus X. Yep, perfect. I think he's. Will he go for the 6th lock now? Because he's got 47 seconds left on sweet emotion. Damn it. Well, he's got multi-ball lit for next ball. He's on 30. So, Jason Zahler's on 36,000 million points. And Paul is on
10 times
360. So, good. Yeah. Yeah, Jason is set for, yeah, he's set up really well for the last ball. He's got practically all of his locks ready. He just needs to shoot 2 locks to get the into it. And he will go into a mode at the start.
Gives us any update in the other game. I think it's highly unlikely that game will be finished now, but no, nothing on the sheet yet.
Alright. So, Paul's pretty, he's okay. He's kind of safe. But, he's got another ball, but this is Jason. And you never know what can happen. With that multi-ball and a mode, you can do the exact same that Paul did. Doesn't get that.
Let's just have a look at the Olympics, which are due to start any moment.
He's going for the 6th ball.
But,
Risky. Does he get the reward? Oh. He needs this. He's got to go all in.
Got it.
There we go. With sweet emotion. You'll be happy with that.
The font for the score on Aerosmith is awful. It's like matching throughout, but it makes it quite difficult to read.
Just in case you can't see Paul's score, I'll just quickly chuck it down here. 3. Oh god. 70.
So Jason at the moment has 3 balls trapped on the right and is just hitting with the left. Amazing accuracy. Oh, lovely catch.
There's a 3 by the way. I'm
Absolute
really,
textbook.
really professional writer. So, there's 376 mil.
So is he going to put that back in the lock? He's got that left Orbit shot lit. Is it the scoop? It's the scoop, sorry.
So he's gonna get an edible from. Oh, didn't get to see the animation, so I don't know what it was.
But he's on 176 right now.
Still needs to double his score.
And he's up and over. Nice backhand, he got that. So, what's next? Right orbit?
Yeah, still needs right orbit. He gets the ball save.
No.
Oh, so that's the double super jack bot, if I'm right.
And it's a moving target, so
And it's not a slow mover.
okay, you're gonna
He's waiting till it goes to the center.
the centre, yeah, of course. And you got the double jump, but as long as they're not.
Well, the next one will probably be a super then.
Okay,
There we go.
and now everything's lit again.
Oh, free jackpot.
He's so unbelievably calm as well in all of this.
You want to take the seat?
You had the comfy
Yeah,
seat.
the comfy seat for 5 minutes. Yeah, that's yeah. You enjoyed the comfy seat. Right. Okay. So we're setting the Olympics tournament group match play going.
And how did you say that works with the people who are in this final? Because are they not playing the first round then? Or?
Yeah, basically, the players have been given the option of what they want to do. Okay, and some of them are playing from tomorrow morning. Other people have asked to be taken out of the tournament, but the IFPA rules is they have to be given the choice. So it's all over and above board.
So it's not a multiple, but it was a solid multiple. He still needs to pull a little bit more of a comeback. He needs another 100 or so mil.
If you wanted to play in this tournament, you could. If you want to go and talk to Dina, put your name in.
For this Olympics.
For this tournament, for this group match play. But you need to be quick and go and ask Dina if she can make that happen.
Oh, towel. He wants a towel.
Oh yeah, I've got.
Over there. Okay. Right. So you have me back, and this is Aerosmith. I think is a game that's probably not seen enough. I think it's an awesome game. I think it's one of the really nice, more modern Sterns, and risk and reward machine in terms of when not to take the multi-ball.
I've learned a lot about Aerosmith in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, Tyler's good, and Tyler has a lot of rules knowledge, particularly on the newer machines.
And Colin as well before he went out.
I mean, Colin is pretty awesome. Yeah. How's he
That was
managed
really
not to tell?
good. So he finishes out on 258, is
Yeah.
it?
258 million. I saw it just before it went small. So. Had some special cloths made, and quite a number of people here have bought those today. Okay, so I can report now that all the Olympics players are going out for the formal announcements of the tournament. So Dina is outside, Frank Goitel is also will be there, and they will be running this group match play tournament. Richard has moved the rig very, very ably onto the shadow.
Paul's choice.
And I'm not surprised Paul's choice, but it's one of Paul's favourite machines of it all. So let's see.
Both players seemed happy there with the choice.
Okay, but the shot he's going for is here. So that's the mode start. There are a number of strategies in the shadow. And if you watch a tutorial by Vaughan Carrins, he actually plays games using the different strategies try and verify which is the better one of the three.
So do you have a recommendation then? From parents? Second hand?
Second hand is just plain orbits. Left orbit. Left orbit, making sure you get Khan, being able to shoot this shot here into the Khan multi-ball. But you can basically play multi-ball strategy, which is locking the balls here in the centre shot. That's dangerous because if it doesn't make it up there, it comes straight back down the middle. That was a superb shot into Khan multi-ball. Khan multi-ball, the jackpots are ramps. Okay, there's no ball save on this era of machine. Oh, and then he's out on multi-ball, so that was a bit disappointing for Khan. He plays the second lock, and the in-lane spell Khan. So, okay, so immediately into main multi-ball, and the main multi-ball jackpot is around the inner loop around here. And we'd normally expect him to hit that with the first shot. So around the orbit, okay, a bit too. Okay, there he goes. That's the jackpot shot. 20 million points. And there are a number of things you then need to know in terms of detail about this machine, which is you have to shoot certain things in order to score more jackpots. It's a bit like Lethal Weapon 3 in shooting the 1, 2, 3 holes. Unfortunately, I don't remember what they were. Oh, I know what it is. It's if you for every ball you put into a saucer, it multiplies the jackpot.
Educational? Entertaining?
Maybe educational. we like to be educational, but then some people just tell me that's actually wrong. But no, I'm pretty sure that was Frank. Frank, I think, that told me that. So, any comments from chat also welcome. That's
tough drain.
That was a tough drain. Let's do a quick replay on that because he actually got a flipper edge on it and almost managed to juggle it back out. So I think it was just too wrong with the timing on his right flipper.
Ever so slightly.
Yeah. Bonus of 27 million, so he finishes on 400 million. We need to just update Paul's score on here.
Jason's changed the Light Khan award. And Ian's found it straight away.
And we've also got the opposite token, so let's swap those over. So two great players here. So this is a world-class final, and we are only at semi-final stage. And again, Jason straight into Khan multi-ball. He took a warning there for that. Interesting there.
Ball juggling.
Did you see that put in the chat about the other game?
No, I didn't.
They were playing Tommy.
Yeah.
Have they already played the game?
Yep, so Roy won scared still.
I put that in the sheet. I haven't put that in the sheet then. I put that they were playing Tommy. So it was just ball one. Rory was on 113 million. And Asher unfortunately didn't have a good ball one and landed on 25 million.
Okay.
But still, all to play for.
I will move this way a bit because I'll tell you, move back a bit and I'll move the camera. It's probably a bit more logical. Better.
Oh, and a tilt.
And he was close. He's had a couple of warnings there, so that was probably not unexpected. So people in commentary at the moment, Jim Lindsay. Don't know if you've heard of me before. That's Jim Lindsay of JDL Pinball. We have
Richard Rothwell-Jackson.
Sound like a robot.
Kate Rothwell-Jackson,
Kate,
Lindsay's
Kate
daughter.
Rothwell-Jackson. Okay.
Female voice of Game of Thrones, as it may have been mentioned.
May have been mentioned once or twice. So, female voice of Game of Thrones,
Just said nothing.
voice of nothing, and just a pinball player, and a streaming person.
Very helpful.
Oh, actually, yeah, apprentice, trainee, streaming person. Yeah.
So he's up on the battlefield. So is it? Oh, very powerful.
Oh, very powerful, yeah. And very, very difficult.
It's always difficult when it comes down.
So the battlefield is a matter of knocking out all of these lights. You get points for those, and across the back wall there are targets that you have to break through like a wall. And if you get through there, you get 50,000 points, I think, for battlefield completion. And that's one of the strategies that Vaughan Perrins was explaining. Okay, next card. And Khan multi-balls are not that difficult to qualify, so it's completing the 4 in lanes that spell the letters Khan. And there are a number of times when the ball is relaunched, so you get a chance after a lot more, etc., to take another letter. So one more letter that completes Khan again. So he's got that ready after this multi-ball. Khan multi-ball, ooh, double range. That's also worth. Plus that they're not coming back. There's no ball sign. And that one's not coming back either. Look at that, 2 balls just followed each other out. That was horrible. Yeah. Okay, so we're now on ball 3 with Paul Englert. Anything could happen, and it probably will. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts.
You are boring me. Definitely not much of a question to catch up and overtake.
Big Cat 8, absolutely. That was really brutal. Okay, so Paul, and it looks like a ghost, doesn't it? Because the light in the new room is there isn't very much light, basically.
He's in a corner as well.
So,
A little bit of natural light.
oh no! That's left the door open, I think, there for Jason, because 200 million points. He's not guaranteed to get that, but
He battled very well in Aerosmith as well, didn't he?
yeah.
He's definitely got it in.
You could get that from a couple of modes. They seem to be playing just the Khan multi-ball strategy, but
Is he going Vengeance?
okay, Vengeance is a good way of collecting points as well. Jason's foot is in the door with the pinky toe is broken.
Takes post.
But if you can get dialed in on those ramps, then
Or finds another post in the
Oh,
drain.
exactly the same post. That was exactly what Paul. That was exactly what Paul hit. Wow. Okay, Vengeance 100 mil. Exactly. That's yeah. That was, I think, what he was probably trying for.
I've had a helper's bed.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Let's have a look at that helper's bed. I'm happy with that.
The helper's badges allowed him to come into the venue freely in and out on days where he's not qualifying. So
Getaway has been 2. This was the first machine I ever owned, so I'm very excited about this one.
we're gonna let.
I don't forgive you.
Okay.
Trying to get a spot, hoping that someone was fighting.
Okay.
It's fun when we move to the line.
Okay.
Move to Webin, okay.
Yeah,
Actually, Getaway is probably one of the machines that I actually do.
You do know pretty well, yeah.
So a short introduction of how to play this machine. Or the aim is to get up the gears. You start off in first gear.
Double danger.
which is shown on the playfield here. Yep. And the higher the gears you get, the more revs you need to get up to the next gear. And you have to switch gears by lifting or knocking down your shooter.
The gear lever, which is the shooter. It's where the plunger.
And my good friend Dick Marshall, who I've mentioned a couple of times this weekend, taught me that it's easier to do that with your knee, so that you don't have to take your hand off the flippers. I don't know if the top players do that, or
They do.
They do. And it's strange because I still do it because obviously I was very much part of what you and Nick were also learning, so I always do it with me. And everybody thinks it's very strange. Why the hell do you do that with your knee?
It does look funny when you watch it.
It does.
So both electing not to take any free RPM from the bonus?
No, Jason took one.
The thing is, if you can hit the loop, then it's quicker to get you RPM from getting the free. So
Do both.
Paul went for it straight away. So to get your revs, you need to shoot either a bit on the inner loop or the inner fluke.
Paul can't believe this. This is a machine that Paul would normally expect to get to Redline Mania.
Did you say this was Paul's choice?
Yeah.
No, this was.
Or was it Jason?
Jason's.
I would have expected Shadow to be Paul's choice. So.
Yes, Shadow was.
Commentary really quiet. Okay, that's strange. No, you don't need to. I'll turn the mics up. I don't believe it is quiet. Video needs an audio engineer.
Audio, just on the game audio. You turn the game audio.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I've done that. So it's alright. Was it? Ah, okay.
Okay. So what Richard was talking about earlier with some free RPM is if you plunge the ball and then let it go straight away while the ball save is on, then when the ball plunges again and it goes around that inner loop, that's going to give you some RPM.
But it's not many. So
In supercharger mode, so will he trap up and time it out? He's going to take some shots. Trap up. Oh no.
Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, there.
Tilt, yeah, I think I was expecting. It's a large movement.
Yeah. So we've got all the way up to 4th
So-
gear there to like supercharger mode and to start it. And the idea behind the supercharger mode is to hit the supercharger, which is that left ramp, and you get 5 million the first time you hit it. Then the second time you get 10 million, then 15 million, and so on. Yeah, it's saying the game sound is too loud.
okay. So just a bit of feedback now on the commentary audio to pinball sound audio. Can you have a listen on that, Kate, and just see if you can? There'll be no pinball audio at the moment. That's the only problem. So Paul's just about to start. So another 5 seconds or so, and just put that on Twitch and then make sure the sound's enabled. Okay, that's better. So okay, so you should be able to hear the pinball sound in the background.
So Paul is on 3rd gear right now, trying to get control. Gets a lock. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
To do with our audio being a little bit lower in relation to the.
So the pinball sound wants to go up. Yeah. Okay. Which is what I thought. I think that was probably not very good. Streaming is educational in German. Yeah, we can teach you any German you like as long as it's on a pinball machine. Yeah, Donut Heaven, very well known German phrase.
Yeah. So if and I think it's in tournament mode all the time. It's actually if there's 3 cars shown on the back glass when you get that animation, you can shift the gear lever up and down and go into a secret mode. But people don't usually do that in.
He's gone. Wow, he's going to be really disappointed there. That's a bad one. No, the secret mode is a frenzy, and it's sort of it's really not worth unless you just sort of.
As Colin described, the most important thing to do to get to Redline Mania.
Yep, great.
So that's why a lot of the players have been timing out supercharger mode as well, because you make no progress to Redline Mania.
Okay, Halt bonus, that's a hard one. Achtung is danger, of course, that's the slightly more difficult. I think it's perfect, I know, absolutely. I've not lived in...
3 RPM.
Okay, there's a lot of noise at the moment because the main tournament is about to start.
It's just looking for a little bit more RPM to get into Red Line Mania.
Tara, could you sit in for a bit? Dina needs me on the other tournament. You take the focus.
Okay, Supercharger. Yep,
Bounce it over.
on the fly. Lots of players been doing off the fly. Put a little bit on more RPM. It's going to get a good feed, that's fair. Yeah.
He's got it, and he needs to hit the supercharger
Excellent.
to start Red Line Mania. He's getting some reps up, just gave it. So, are you in the backhand?
Now the backhand's been really tough, but when we get into the jackpot mode, you can. So you can backhand the supercharger when it's active. You can't backhand it when it's not. It doesn't have the momentum to get up to the top. So because this is his first multi-ball, has got a ball save. 1 ball save per game. So if you use it on your first multi-ball, you don't get it on your second. Obviously the second one normally being Red Line Mania.
Pick that. So he's got 1 jackpot, and to relight the jackpot now, he needs to get it back in the supercharger and time the little slot.
Okay, so 1 back in the supercharger. So 1 more to relight the 100 million super jackpot.
Jason's in Red Line Mania right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ooh,
Jason,
lost juggling.
Jason picked this game against Kaylee and like 400 million or something.
Been playing it well all day. So
Since he
back
picks
to
it
the
down.
beginning again now. It's back in first gear, so same process. Wants to start building RPM.
That's the thing about Getaway is Red Line Mania is the end mode, and once you've done that, you just back to the beginning, back to first gear, and you do it all over.
Yeah. And you don't really care about multi-ball.
No.
I mean, I guess when you may have it ready, but
Yeah, if you've got lock lit, then you kind of need to shoot it, otherwise it's going to hinder you getting the
Oh,
audience,
great
unless
move.
you just
Great
look at that.
right all of it like that.
So quickly racing back up through the gears.
3rd gear right now. He hasn't had video mode either. So that's the second ball.
I think video mode is lit now.
Pardon?
Video mode is lit now.
Yeah, well, it's this is the second time through the gears, so actually he's had it lit for quite a while, but it didn't go for it.
Solid ball, perfectly catchable then.
145 million.
Yeah, so we saw Asher on stream do a catch for 300 million against Daniele. Yeah.
So I don't know Paul Englert that well. Seems like a young kid from Germany, but also seems like he's pretty good, like all the other young kids that have been playing in this tournament.
Absolutely, yeah. He's I mean, we first saw. Did we first see him in Copenhagen 4 years ago? Because
Yeah, I
he
think
played
so.
in that
Yeah,
tournament that you did.
I
Yeah.
think he won that tournament that I played in.
Oh, yeah. That was like the second chance tournament of the EPC in
2019.
March
Okay.
2019.
He
And
was
even,
disappointed not to qualify.
yeah, he was disappointed. So even 4 years ago, he was an exceptional player, and he's just been
Yeah.
building it from there. So he features regularly on the JDL pinball streams because
Oh, I bet
he's
he does.
always in the top. In the
Top
tournament.
handful, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the tail. I assume he's a long way off. Right, I'm going to go and find the next game. So he's already there.
Okay, so this was Jason's pick, I presume,
Yeah.
since he picked this against Kaylee as well. And
Let's update the Are the last 8 playoffs happening?
I don't know. Kaylee just started playing the other tournament, so I don't think anybody. I hope so eventually,
Yeah.
but who knows?
We can just do it after this at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, yeah, sure, yeah. Who needs sleep, right? Sleep is overrated. We only want more pinball.
Yep. So how's your weekend been so far?
My weekend has been good. I've played some good games. I've played some really bad games.
Are you not playing in the... Oh no, because you're travelling tomorrow.
I'm traveling
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I
I'm not staying
Yeah.
for the Olympics. I'll be back for IFPA and support people there and, I don't know, maybe commentate?
Yeah, definitely.
But nothing else to do.
Yeah,
But I played some really good games. This was my first time here in Fulda. It's a beautiful location. The weather was great.
yeah. Frank Bonner. Yeah.
But yeah, like it's just been a great weekend so far, and it's
Yeah.
always fun to hang out with the European pinball crowd.
Yeah, yeah. It must be nice to be back on home soil.
Yeah, definitely. Shall we go back to the other screen and
Yes.
see if they've picked a game?
Oh,
There we go. Okay, no Good
no
Gofers.
way. People pick this?
Paul did.
Yeah.
And you know, if you feel comfortable on a game like this,
He does, sorry.
I mean, I'm assuming he does. He picked it.
Yeah,
If you feel
yeah,
comfortable, then
definitely,
yeah, why not
yeah.
pick it?
I mean, I've played this on Pinball Arcade on my iPad, but I don't think I would really be bothered about playing it in real life.
I've played it a few times. I'm pretty sure the chat may need to help us a little bit on the rules, but I know a little bit, so we can
Well,
figure it out.
It's more about the strategy I wouldn't be sure about. I mean, do you actually go for the holes, or is there a better way to score points? Like,
I mean, I would go for multi-ball.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I would go for, and I do think you want to collect the holes when they're lit, because I think those are awards, so that's
Yeah.
definitely something. But maybe the chat can like tell us if they know Good Gofers. If they know Good Gofers better than we do,
Yeah, that would be good.
then please help us out.
So, bit of a recap of the weekend. Well, actually, going back to the start, there was a warm-up tournament on Thursday, was it? Were you here for that? No?
That was the day that I arrived, and
Yeah.
I had a jet lag, and I went to bed early.
Yeah. And then Friday, we had the ladies tournament.
Friday we did later, won by Karen Kaiser
Yeah, yeah. And
from
you know what?
Sweden, USA.
That's been one of my highlights of the weekend, is actually meeting some of the well-known female competitors. You know,
Yeah.
Terry Wing, Karen, Leslie. You
Yep.
know, all of those names. Amy as well. She won the GPO last weekend.
That was pretty
Um,
amazing.
Yeah, meeting those and having a chat to them is always great.
So you saw Paul just got one of his holes because
Yeah.
it was lit there, and it gave him an award. So it's definitely worth like collecting them when they are lit. But I think you definitely just want to go for multi-ball. You want to race those Gofers, hit them in the face because they're annoying and they deserve it, and then lock your ball behind them. And we're gonna check the.
Yeah, the scores have gone in for Esha and Roy.
Okay,
So
who won the first game?
Roy won on Scared Stiff.
Okay.
Esha won on Tommy.
Oh, well that's interesting.
And
They
then-
both lost on their own picks.
And then Esha won on Foo Fighters. So Esha's 2-1 up right now, and they're playing Jurassic Park. Is that Jurassic Park? Still Jurassic Park.
Has the other one been turned on? The I think it's probably the Stern one, but
It says Data East, but
oh, the Data East one.
it may be that
That would have been interesting.
Richard will have just chosen it from the list.
Yeah.
So just trying to get this. Nope. That's not Data. I'm not sure now.
We're trying to make sure that Jason also gets a point on the board.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
It's linked to the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's up to date. I don't know why it's not updating, so I do apologise. So after ball 1, 4.3 million.
Yeah, let's see what Jason can do. I think that is a reasonable start. No Good Gofers is not a very high scoring game.
Mm.
You know, I think
Yeah.
it's also not as low scoring as Scared Stiff is, but I think it's a little bit around,
Okay.
a little bit higher than that. But let's see what Jason can do.
Have you seen much of Jason play this weekend?
I saw him defeat Kaylee.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, I
So
did.
you've seen how well he's been playing.
He's been playing really well, but he's been playing pretty well for a pretty long time already.
Yeah.
Like his dad is not a bad player, and I think Jason has like definitely gotten better than his dad. We know that Jason won the last game, but for some reason the score is not updating on the screen.
Yeah.
So
We have no
sorry
control.
about
I tried. I pressed this button that's supposed to update it, and it didn't work. So I do apologise. As soon as the technician comes in,
we figure it out.
Lindsay,
So
we'll find out.
Jason just locked his first ball.
You can just see those gophers popping up.
Yeah. I have the off-brand No Good Gofers at home, teed off.
Oh, tilt.
Oh. Paul will probably let it sit for a second to make sure
Yeah. 30
Tilt
seconds.
Bob has settled.
Let's see if I can get onto match play and find out what happened in the first round.
Of the first day of the Olympics.
Olympics, yes. Internet doesn't seem to work with the stepping up.
Okay, Paul's stepping up. Let's see what he's gonna do on No Good Gofers.
Oh, no.
Definitely not what he wanted to do.
And bonus is not really worth
No.
much, is it? Lots of matches in progress. Not really much to talk about with the Olympics right now. Need to get some more games played, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Jason waiting. There he is, stepping up to the game.
Move over. I'm not sure which is coming back. Do you want to move over? I'll just say you're in the middle.
Hello. Okay, he lights his other lock. Sometimes that ramp that like drops down can kind of be in the way.
Yeah.
Colin won. That's kind of nice though.
Second hole completed.
Mhm.
Doesn't something happen after 3 holes?
So I think every hole has like a little mode. Like this one is card attack, where you have to shoot the captive ball or the spinner.
Oh, that's tilt. Okay,
Yeah,
and I
that's
think
tilt
we're
for
going
him.
to have 4.7. So
Still one more ball to go.
Yeah, still one more ball. Not that much in it.
Paul letting it settle again.
There's been a lot of waiting to let the machine settle in this one.
I always count to 30, and then slowly,
Yeah.
slowly walk up.
Yeah.
Put my purse down. It's good to have a purse when you have to wait.
It is, yeah. Or, and a purse that falls over, so then you have to pick it up.
Yes, exactly. And then it doesn't look like you're like waiting too long.
Yeah, I actually, it seems really obvious. I never really counted to 30. I just sort of think, it's probably about right now. But yeah, I should probably do that.
Yeah, get a purse.
And
Just for Pinball.
the tilts on the machines here this weekend. Wow, that was a good dig getting that one back out. The tilts have been really sensitive. 3.5 million for that.
3.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's up to almost.
The super jackpot is difficult though. It's the hole in one, so the little ramp comes down. You have to shoot it up there. You have to shoot.
quick update. Escher won on Jurassic Park Data East, so that puts him 3-1 ahead versus Roy Wills, and they're about to play Doctor Who. That's a good score, 12 million maybe. Definitely catchable, overtakeable.
I think it's catchable, but
But
only
we've
if
seen the first two
only if
balls,
Jason doesn't tilt his ball, of course, because that's what he's done in the previous two balls. Yeah, these are the semi-finals. The other matches, Escher Lefkoff and Roy Wills. That's happening on Doctor Who right now. That's where they're moving to. And remember that Jason Zahler does have one win. It's 1-2 right now for Jason and Paul. The system is not updating for some reason. Jason locks his second ball. He just needs one more shot to start that multi-ball. The hole-in-one can be pretty frustrating to shoot. Okay, he's starting his multi-ball right now.
quick hole-in-one super.
He needs, I think he needs like 2 jackpots to be able to pass Paul.
Back. I think that one's coming back. Is it coming back?
I think it's not coming back, but he's got 2 balls in play. Yeah, sometimes a multi-ball with 2 balls is easier.
So the left ramp is worth 3.5 million right
Yes.
now.
There you go. Okay, let the ball settle. Oh, there's the 3rd ball. There was a 3rd ball. Look at that. Don't worry about it.
It must be fairly close now. 11.2.
Paul ended with 12 point something. Kicks it back into play.
What does he need to do now?
Yeah.
Nice tip. Didn't make it to the other flicker. I assume he's got it.
There we
Got
go.
that reaction.
Hole-in-one super jackpot, and that definitely passes Paul. Good job, Jason.
Yeah.
That means that Paul and Jason are tied right now, 2-2. So anything can happen.
Can let it go now, Jason.
Just got some more practice in. You never know, you have to play No Good Gofers in the finals.
Why did they just put that Paul won No Good Gofers?
I think somebody's... Are you changing it now?
Yeah, just changed it.
Yes.
He's still going. Surely he knows he's got it, right?
He must know he's got it, but you know, sometimes when you're in the flow,
Yeah.
you just want to keep going. I also sometimes
Look it
even
up now, yeah.
even though
He's just checking.
even though I know I've probably passed the score, if I cannot see the other score, I'm not letting the ball go until I'm sure that you've definitely passed it, because you don't want to make that mistake and, like, I don't know, reach like think it's 24 when it's actually 42.
Yeah. To the desk for a minute while
Yeah.
moving the rig.
So it was really good seeing you at a tournament again.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long time.
Like, we used to play in tournaments all the time before I moved to the US, before you got kids.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the Dutch Pinball Open's always been one of my favourites.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially with them having the ladies tournament there.
Yeah, yeah,
And
definitely.
it's great to see Helen here as well.
Yeah.
Helen.
It's definitely been something that I've missed after moving to the US. I mean, the women pinball scene in the US is great, especially in Seattle. There's so many options, so many great women that are playing pinball. Like I realized, like, I'm not like an oddity. Of, like, I always used to be one of the only women playing pinball. It would be like me and Helen in a tournament, and then you would show up. And then there was like 200 men. And it's kind of great to see that it can also be different.
Yeah.
But I think, like, right here during this tournament, I've seen so many other women play pinball.
Yeah.
And it's been great to see that those 5 years I've been away, definitely like something has changed.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been good.
It's really great that it's the same in the UK as well. That, actually, there are more players, more female players playing competitively and not just sort of being there.
Yeah. Do we
and
have the
playing.
chat? Is the chat gone?
Chat's gone. Why is the chat gone? There. I mean, worst case, it should come up here. Open something. Okay, so Scared Stiff.
Yeah.
I've played this a few times this weekend. You played it a few times.
I've
as well?
played it a few times as well.
So a quick rundown on the on what the players will be trying to do and the overall like machine. So that there's actually there's like an end mode for Scared Stiff called Scared Stiff, but generally the players don't want to get that because that's not. It's quite.
It locks
risky.
you out of a lot of stuff, and it's very risky. So I think that most of the players will try and get Coffin multi-ball, which is by shooting the left ramp.
No, I don't think I've lost the chat. In other news, Russia has put up $1 billion on Doctor Who.
$1 billion on Doctor Who.
Roy's 10 billion, and Roy's just started to stay on.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
That has
Okay, that's
probably
exciting.
a lot of booms.
Yeah.
I think a lot of booms have happened.
60 or something loops.
Yeah. But yeah, like in this game, I'm pretty sure the people will try and go for Coffin multi-ball. You shoot the left ramp, then light your locks on the left loop, and just keep doing that. And I think that's the safest strategy on this game.
Yep.
Like,
and you've got the crate up here. If you accidentally hit the crate, you don't want to hit it on purpose generally because it's too dangerous.
yeah.
But if you hit the crate and you like crate multi-ball, then you might as well start that.
Yeah.
But,
Although, to be fair, if that's one of the only things that you need to Scared Stiff, it may be best to avoid it and just keep going for Coffin.
yeah.
If you feel comfortable shooting that left ramp, then sure, that 2-ball multi-ball in the crate looks interesting, but trying to get into the 3-ball Coffin multi-ball is
Yeah, good point.
it's more points. It's yeah.
So Paul started his multi-ball, so you can see right now you have jackpots lit on both ramps. But once he shoots one ramp, then he needs to shoot the other one to relight the jackpot on the first one.
Yeah.
So he's shot the left ramp, and now he needs to shoot the right ramp.
You broke it in.
I've just broken the chat on this side. I can read it there, and I can read it there.
Jeff T always broke the chat. I'll just link it.
So he also, you can do something called spin the spider, and that's on the back glass that you can't see on here, but there's an option on there which he actually managed to get called
Multi-ball
Coffin-
extender.
Coffin extender, and what that means is when you get down to 1 ball, then you get the multiple back again, and that's indicated by 2 lights on the play field here. So if they're flashing, then you know that you've got your extender. He's already used
And
it.
you can get that one for Coffin and for crate. Yeah, only once per spider wheel.
Tilt.
Awesome. So you're doing the updating scores and all that stuff?
Now I know that you need to put it on there to get it on there. Then so I didn't know. I put it on the spreadsheet, but
So you can also change the player order. If it's where it says player order 1, 2, 3, 4, you change it to 2, 1 rather than 1, 2.
okay. It's on the left-hand side in the first column.
So those two there. Yeah. So if you change those round, and then that's where you enter the score. But each time you do a change, you have to press the update button, and then it will go through to them.
Paul does not like to boogie. Apparently, is that a German thing?
No, he's one of the most
Yeah, I know.
spider.
I know.
I mean, maybe Germans don't like to boogie. I don't know.
See the number 3 on that web. Supposed to press buy-in button when that appears.
Don't know. So let's see what Jason is picking. If he can.
Boogie man, boogie.
Oh,
I think that was an accident.
that was not what he was going for. I think the boogeyman is right next to the crate extender multi.
Is it?
Yeah. It's really interesting, like the things that you can pick. Like On ball 2, it makes total sense to get the crate extender. But on ball 3, if you like know what you need to get, it could be worth it to go for double trouble and basically get 2x playfield for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially if you got like a multiple ready.
Yeah.
That's definitely worth it.
I mean, ideal, I think, would be lock 2 balls, have your coffin extender ready, lock 2 balls, then get double trouble and lock your third ball for your coffin.
Yes. Yeah.
If you can do that.
Yeah.
That would be great.
It's difficult, and getting double trouble into your multi-ball puts extra stress on you, and it's very difficult to shoot those ramps when the stress is there.
Risky, yeah.
It looks like, I mean, it makes sense. It looks like Escher probably won his game. It's not updated yet officially, but maybe Roy is still grinding.
So you can see at the moment he's got these 2, where's my mouse gone? These 2 lights flashing down here, which means he's got his extender ready.
And there you go, the extender is in action. It's restarting his multi-ball.
That was a good flipper pass.
It's really nice in this game if you can get into a flow. Just have 1 ball on the right, 1 ball on the left, and just keep shooting the rams. You may even say that, like, just having 2 balls in play during this multi-ball
would be better.
Could be better, yeah, because that third ball is in the way.
Yeah. So I was drawn against Daniele in, I think it was the Dutch Pinball Masters on Scared Stiff, and I watched him do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, this is just textbook, you know, just one after the other.
Yeah. And it's not easy because you have to focus on those two different shots that you need to repeat in a row.
He's just drained 1 out of the right out lane, so he is down to 2.
Okay, just keeping control of the ball, make sure he gets 1 ball to the left. Oh, that's not where he wanted that.
Alright, he's on 6 million, and that looked like a direct shot to the crate.
It did look like a direct crate shot, yeah.
Yeah, it looks to be going for crate. Ooh, nice bounce.
Okay.
Well, there is a strategy, isn't there? The way you can just go for right ramp all day.
That one is there too. Yeah, you get like the Eyes of the Bony Beast, and I think those ramp shots keep getting more and more powerful. You can also shoot them during multi-ball, and it will just like add on. I think like the award for that shot will go up and up.
But thankfully, we're not seeing anyone do that because it'd be incredibly boring.
It would be super boring. Yeah.
Okay, so he starts crate. Oh, he's already in crate yet, sorry.
Yeah, but he does not have his extender. So this is the end of the crate.
So on the playfield now, you can see what is lit already.
He's got the leapers, he's got the coffin, crate, Eyes of the Bony Beast. He just needs the deadheads and lab to... Monsters Lab is easy to avoid if you don't want to start Scared Stiff yet.
Yeah.
And what makes Scared Stiff so difficult is that you have to survive a lot of shots that come out of the crate. So you have to alternate shooting the crate and shooting one of the rams, then shooting the crate again, shooting one of the rams. And when the ball comes out of the crate, it can go anywhere.
Yeah, it's just wild on the playfield. You just have to then focus on getting the ball under control again before you can do anything.
Exactly, and that's just very dangerous. So
yeah, I mean, like with the coffin, and you're shooting, you know, with jackpots on the ramps, and they're feeding back to the flippers every time. It's safe.
Yeah. You have to feel like you're dialed into that shot. Like, that's too bad for Paul.
Yeah.
Because, but what happened to him, it does happen a lot. You make the shot, just not clean enough, and it will rattle down and go down your middle, or hit one of your slingshots and then like go out to the side. But if the game is right for you, and you like feel like you can make that left shot really nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, deadhead lights are out. I think we talked about that earlier, or somebody talked about it earlier on the stream, so it's kind of hard to know if you're about to light the deadheads or not.
So let's see what he's gonna pick. Oh, he picked something he already had, so it doesn't show.
No. Oh, did get this thing.
So let's see what he's gonna do. Back into coffin multi-ball. Light that lock.
So he needs to shoot 2 ramps, right? To light
Yeah,
the
so
lock?
every multi-ball that you play, you need to shoot 1 more ramp. But you know, because those ramps are also worth other stuff than just getting your locks lit, it's really not that bad. And if you can shoot it clean, it's a safe shot that goes back to your flipper. And then when you lock your ball, you get to plunge your ball, and if you short plunge, it will also come to your flipper. So it's a pretty safe strategy, as long as you don't miss shots.
Yeah, so we've had confirmation that Escher has won, and we'll be going through to the final, and therefore we'll face the winner of
The stream is dead.
the stream is dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go get your dad.
I think we are still online, right?
Maybe it's the one over
Yeah,
there.
I
That's
think it's the TV that's out.
Yeah.
Because we're still on air.
Mm-hmm. People are in the chat, so.
So we're into multi-ball. Coffin multi-ball.
Yeah, let's see what Jason can do in this multi-ball. He's already at 10 million, which is pretty good. The extender only works for one multi-ball. So if he loses his ball now, it will not revive his multi-ball.
And he needs to get that ball over to the right flipper. Oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm.
He's lost that second one.
But
Last jackpot.
last minute jackpot, yeah.
Looks like he's going back for crate. Oh,
Oh, that was a little bit of a pilot error.
no, he's going
No,
back for
coffin.
Good tactic.
Okay. See, if you don't miss those shots, you never complete deadheads in a lap. You can
Yeah.
just keep playing multi-ball forever.
I noticed that he holds his left flipper up while he's shooting the ramp. Which is that because you know you get used to that while you're in multi-ball? Maybe you just.
I mean,
Kind of
maybe. I mean, people do weird stuff when it comes to pinball. When I train, I apparently always like hit the buttons twice.
Do you?
I don't know why.
I'm gonna check next time.
Yeah. Apparently, that's my classic brain, according to Kaylee. So, you know, you just like you do things. You play how you feel comfortable,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I mean, mine is probably saying, "Oh no, you idiot!" Which I tell myself,
oh, there,
oh,
tilt.
Oh dear,
Okay,
but
let's see what he
still,
ended up with. 12.6 million. It's a
that's
good score, but
respectable.
it's definitely something that Paul can get.
Yeah, he just needs to make sure he's tuned in on these shots.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you can keep that multi-ball going all day if you can shoot those jackpot shots.
Hello, I'm trying to start the show.
Letting the ball settle.
Yeah. 30 seconds.
I definitely wait with walking up to the game after somebody tilted because I don't want to plunge too soon by accident.
Get to the laboratory.
Okay, going back into coffin multi-ball.
Lock is lit.
I feel that.
It can be very, very satisfying
One.
if you can start coffin multi-ball within a minute.
Yeah, yeah. That was a great stop of the ball.
Yes.
Like a pass. No.
It is in
Oof, did that just kick a...
that is not supposed to happen. There we go.
Did he let it go?
He let it go. That's good. And it didn't do anything else.
Oh.
Don't listen, do you?
That was really unlucky because
Yeah.
if he hadn't have had that ball kick out, that might have been a bit of a distraction for him.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like, I would get distracted by that.
It was very close.
So,
520.
Dirty Harry. I really like this game because this game kind of forces you to make all the shots that are in the game. So, what they are going to do is go for multi-ball. And to go for multi-ball is the mouse
leave
is
it that way,
hiding. There we go. You have to get all these medals For the first one, they will be all lit. How do I reset it?
You press this little middle button here.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the first multi-ball, they will all be lit at the same time. For the second one, only a few will be lit. You have to shoot those first before the other ones will light. Then the other thing is what Paul just did. You start a mode on the scoop here, and the modes are over here. And because it's tournament, this is in tournament settings, so the first mode is always barroom brawl, which is a fine mode.
Yep.
I like the second one the best, car chase.
Yeah.
5 shots and you get 150 million. Yeah.
And
But-
it's got multiple lit already.
Yeah.
And feeling lucky, you get to choose. Do you want to take the points or do you want to risk it?
Always
Or
take the points.
Yeah.
Always take the points. You don't want to try and shoot that cannon.
Not feeling lucky.
What is nice about this game is that there's 2 ways to start your multi-ball. He just started it in the warehouse, which is the shot over here, but you could have also started it here. And there's actually a difference. The multi-ball, the jackpots is worth less if you start how Paul started it,
Yeah,
right
the
here.
warehouse. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense. It's a harder shot to do that side ramp.
exactly, yeah. So there's definitely something for trying to do it that way.
Nice, super jackpot.
Sometimes it's also nice to take the safer shot. If you have it on the left flipper, instead of trying to get it to the right upper flipper.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I know he's out of multi-ball already, but the jackpots are here, and then the super jackpot is right here. Super jackpot is always lit. Jackpot you need to relight by shooting the warehouse here.
So that's about what, 260? 223?
Yeah.
200 something.
And what is the skill shot that you normally pick in this game?
Ramp shot.
Always
Yeah,
ramp shot.
yeah. So you get
Yes.
10 million for
Yeah.
Magna Force, and then if you actually make the ramp, then it's another.
15 million?
Is it 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
So
is funny,
straight
like, picking 5 million is just silly because
Yeah.
the Magna Force already gives you
It's
10 million,
yeah.
even if you don't make it. And then load the gun. Even if you make your shot, it is... It's still less points and less guaranteed points. Let's say it like that. Because you still need to make your shot, and it can be quite difficult with that gun.
Yeah. And with the gun on this one, I think that people were saying earlier in the tournament, like Thursday, Friday, that it wasn't making it up the ramp. But then I saw somebody else play it. I can't remember who it was in the ladies tournament when we were playing with the ladies. And what they did is they let it just swing an extra time.
And then it made
And
it...
then and so I did that every time I played Dirty Harry. It went up the ramp every time. So yeah, maybe.
You know what's kind of nice though is that when you get it into the gun to start your multi-ball and you can get the first super jackpot with the gun, it doesn't have to make it all the way up there.
Yeah, it just needs to roll over the.
It just needs to go up high enough, and then if it comes back, you'll still get your super jackpot. Yeah.
Okay, so he's gone into the HQ. The
Starts his
left.
barroom brawl over there,
Tip
and
over.
I think he's 1 shot away from lighting his multi-ball.
Yeah,
there we
there
go. Yeah, let's see which one he'll start. He also has the bank robber lid. So there's another thing you can do. There's modes that are part of the safe house over here. There's 4 modes. 2 of them are multi-balls. And you light them by advancing ranks, which you do by shooting the ramp with the upper flipper. So it's always good to shoot that ramp with the upper flipper, even if nothing is lit on it, because it will advance your rank and it will make it that you can start some other modes and extra multi-balls on the safe house.
So he started his multi-ball. Let's see if it goes up the ramp. No, he missed his
He
ramp.
didn't. But he did start it the way that the jackpots are worth more.
So let's see what he gets.
Okay. So let's see.
I tried. Yeah, I did. Oh no, I thought he
Yeah,
was gonna stage it. But
No, I know what he was trying to
I-
do. It's quite interesting. So well, almost the right ramp. It's a very tight ramp. It's very difficult to get it up there. Like you would think, like this ramp right here, you just shoot it with the left flipper and it's easy. But it doesn't always make it all the way through. It's a lot more difficult than you think. I feel actually that ramp that he just shot for the super jackpot is a lot more easier to get.
Alright, so he's got a ball on each flipper now. And, okay, interesting.
There you go.
Absolutely nailed it. But,
Yes, that's
it's not
pretty
easy
amazing.
to do on the fly like
No.
that. I thought he was going to go for the right orbit for Magnaforce and then hit it there, but
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so he's
That was a really nice multi-ball. You got like 2 or 3 super jackpots and at least 1 regular jackpot. And now, yeah, now you wanna get back into your next multi-ball.
Yep, he hasn't got a HQ lit at the moment, so he needs to shoot an orbit.
Yes.
To really like that.
Yeah, to start the car chase.
Nice
And that's
shot.
what he's doing. There you go.
In the safe house, you start a hurry up. If he goes to shoot the safe house, it would be a 50 million hurry up at the orbit. But it's.
He already had that one, the bank robber.
Did he?
I think so.
Ah.
I think the next one will be the warehouse hurry up. And if you shoot it quickly enough, it will start warehouse multi-ball with a reasonable jackpot. If you shoot it late, you start warehouse multi-ball with a not reasonable jackpot.
And is that one a 2-ball?
That's a 2-ball multi-ball,
Yeah,
yes.
2-ball.
And then the 3rd award is Super Loops. And then the 4th award is Alcatraz multi-ball. And then it starts over again. But it gets harder and harder to get to it because the amount of ramps that you need to advance rank becomes more. So getting to a 2nd Alcatraz multi-ball is definitely a lot harder.
I had to play this against Roberto Padroni in my group. And he got like almost 1 billion.
Oh, yeah.
So, needless to say, I did not win that match.
But you tried?
I did try.
Good, good.
Yeah, well,
Oh, danger. Be careful, Paul.
yeah, it didn't look like he really moved that much.
Definitely, after I've had a double danger, I feel like I stand different after the game. I like adjust my stance so that I try not to be as forceful anymore with the game. So he has the car chase mode, which is one of my favorite modes. You need 5 shots, you get 10 million for the first one, 20, 30, 40, 50 for the last one. And it's this one, that shot, and that shot. And I know he didn't do it, but you can combine those shots really nicely. You can do that in less than in a few seconds.
And it's these targets here that the lights.
Yeah, the white.
crosshairs, they're
Yes,
called, aren't they?
exactly.
On each of those that start to flash.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is still the semi-final. With its best of 7, so that's why we're still watching the same game. And after this, it will be the final, and we already know the result of the other semi-final. Escher Lefkoff beat Roy Wills 4-1, and so the final will be Escher against the winner of this game.
Yeah. And some people are saying that like the side ramp looks like it's really clean to shoot, and it is very doable to shoot the left ramp. Left ramp. It's really nice.
Player 2, ball 2.
Did he mean to go for screen shot?
Sure, he meant to
for
do
the
that.
bullets?
It's a bit of a ransom. Starts his mode.
Car chase. Let's see if he can do the 5 shots. First needs to get some control. He was good at shooting that combo. I guess it makes sense to try and just go for your multi-ball. Eventually that's worth more. Ooh, that was a really nice, that was a nice save there.
He's doing well so far, that's the 20 million shot.
He only has a few more left, a few more seconds.
What's he got left? He's got the side ramp. No, side ramp.
50 million, he completed it.
Nice.
That's
Something going on down at the warehouse.
And now he can shoot the warehouse for instant multi-ball. It's quite difficult to backhand this one, don't you think?
I managed to do it, but not often.
Oh, did it?
And you kind of have to be a little bit lucky that it like bounces
off
and
the
like
side,
yes,
yeah.
exactly. 90.7. That's a really nice jackpot. So all his jackpots, all the shots he'll make into the warehouse will be 19.7.
That's 2.
Yes. So if you can like cash in on that hurry up really quickly, it's definitely a multi-ball that's worth going for. But You really have to be quick because otherwise you end up with a multi-ball that has 5 million jackpots.
Side round, just a bonus side round.
Somebody's talking about mayo on a hot dog. As a Dutch person, I feel attacked. I eat mayo on everything.
Yeah, I think anyone who's seen Pulp Fiction knows.
Yeah.
That's the right outlane train. Reasonable score, definitely overtakeable.
Definitely overtakeable, but then Paul first has to catch up with Jason and then put something up that Jason will not catch up with.
Yeah, that is true. If Paul doesn't manage to overtake, then Jason doesn't need to play his third ball and he secures his place in the final. So Paul really needs to do everything he can here. Still talking about mayo. Brilliant.
I mean, it's a great subject.
I mean, I'm not sure it's a good thing to say, but I don't like mayonnaise. Do I need to leave now?
I mean, it's very clear that you're not Dutch.
Oh yes,
So-
obviously.
Yeah. You would not pass the citizenship test.
So he tilted. Well, he drained and then tilted. So that means that.
Jason Zahler is moving on to the finals.
Yeah, and someone else is already updating this sheet.
Okay.
So yeah.
I mean, I can update this, but it doesn't matter as much since we're going to move on
I guess
to
not. Yeah, I guess we're going to the final.
the next game.
Oh, I've done it.
There you go. Congrats, Jason Zahler.
Back to the desk.
He had to come back. Like, he started with 2 losses and then won 4 games in a row.
He did, didn't he?
He did.
That is impressive. He lost on Aerosmith, he lost on The Shadow, and then won Getaway, No Good Gofers, Scared Stiff, and then Dare to Go.
And I bet Jason and Escher are both very excited to travel all the way to Europe to then play each other.
Yeah, yeah, like they couldn't have just done this in,
Like in the US.
Yeah.
They're saying All-American EPC finals. At least Escher has a little bit of Dutch heritage in there, so there's still a little bit of European in there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that much about Escher, even though I've seen him on stream like loads of times. So.
His mom is from Australia,
Right.
but has a Dutch last name, so,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Yes. I know, it turns out the best player in Europe is American. Who knew, right?
That's the thing about these tournaments is anybody can register. So.
Yeah. And it's been great. There's more than 200 people here from so many different countries.
Yep.
Even some Canadians, some Americans are here, Australians are here.
Yep.
And that's what I like so much about these tournaments. Like, you get to travel, you get to play pinball, but also you get to meet people that all like the same hobby that you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I've spoken to a lot of new faces
Yeah.
this time. So.
Same here, same here.